Hey guys, how's it going? This is TechZoneUK, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create a static IP address inside of Windows. Now, first of all, what is an IP address? Well, IP stands for Internet Protocol, and basically when you connect to your router or home hub or really whatever you have, it'll have a service inside of it called a DHCP server. It stands for Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. And basically what that does is when you connect a new computer to your router, it automatically, that DHCP automatically assigns that new computer an IP address, and that's basically what it does. So obviously if you've got 10-15 computers, your IP address for one might be 192.168.1.100, and then the next one might be 192.168.101 or 102 or 103, and it might go up in sequence, you see, and that's how a DHCP server works. Now, sometimes if you're running something like a server, you don't want an IP address of a server to change, because that can create a whole load of problems. If you're running a desktop PC like I am, or a laptop, on your home network, and you manage all your devices, then having a static IP can be really useful. For example, if I had media being shared on my PC and I wanted to access it on another computer, I could then, instead of using the host name, which is the name of the computer, I could use the IP address if the host name wasn't working. So what I'm going to do now is show you how how to set a static IP address. So let's take a look at what IP address I got at the moment. So to find out what it is, you just come down to the bottom left hand corner here and type in CMD and set that. In this window here, what we can do is type in ipconfig, like so, and hit enter. And what this is going to do is give us the IP address of our network interface card. So as you can see, I've got Ethernet adapter, that's what I'm on. And my IP address for this computer is 192.168.1.112. Now yours might not be 192.168.1.112. It may be 10.0 whatever, or it might be 172.16, I think it is. Going through the different classes of IPs there. But anyway, yours can be 192.176, 10. Whatever, depending on what your DHCP server is set to. And to be honest with you, your router will be your DHCP server. You probably never really even used it. But that's basically when you connect a new computer to your router, that's how it gets one of these IP addresses here. Now this IP address here at the moment is not static, meaning it doesn't it does change. This IP address does. So an IP address will change depending on how long the lease time is. So for example, you connect a computer to your router which has the DHCP server on. DHCP server gives that computer a IP address 192.168.1.112, and if that computer goes offline, it needs to know that that's offline. So it does that by by enabling something called a lease time, and the lease time I think by default is about 8 days. So if the computer is no longer online for 8 days, or it can't talk to it for 8 days, it will allocate this IP address to a different computer. Now obviously you don't want this to be allocated to a different computer if you're running a server, or like I said before. So what I'll do is I'll probably get into a future video explaining how all this works, because it's quite interesting stuff. But anyway, let's cut to the chase. I'll put a link at the start of the video so you can actually skip to the tutorial bit. But anyway, let's take a look at how to actually set up a static IP address. So I'm going to leave that window open just there, and what we're going to do is we're going to come down to the bottom right hand corner here where this little icon is, and we're going to hit open network and sharing center. And what we're going to do is, as you can see here, we got home and we got a few VMware PCs. You might not have these, you might just have one connection. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to hit local area connection here, and we're going to hit properties just here. And what we're going to do is we're going to be setting a static IPv4 address. You don't need to use IPv6 at the moment, but we're going to use IPv4, and we hit properties. And as you can see, we got DNS servers and we got IP address. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a static IP address, and we do this by coming in here, and we get to actually pick what IP address we want. Now, be very, very careful on what IP address you choose. Obviously, you don't want to have two computers with the same IP address, because that can probably mess up your network a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to use the IP address 192.168.1.150, so we know it's different, and I know I haven't got 50 computers on my network. Subnet mask, it automatically detects that it's 255.255.255.0. And the default gateway, now this is the actual IP of your router, so mine just happens to be 192.168.1.1, as you can see just here. So once you've done that, we can hit OK, and we hit close, and we hit close again, and the internet might drop out, might not, but if we scroll down a little, and we do ipconfig, you can see if we scroll up a little bit here, we now have the IP version 4 address of 192.168.1.50. Right, and there we go. That's pretty much how you can set up a static IP. Now that IP address won't change. That's now yours. So in theory, a DHCP server, like I said before, all it does is assigns IP addresses to new computers on the network. Now, if you had 5 computers and you didn't have a DHCP server and you had like a switch or something like that, you could link all those computers together by making sure that they're on the same subnet mask and having those 5 computers with the same IP frame here. So it'd be 192.168.1, then you got 1.2.1.3.1.4, etc. So that's how you can connect them up if you didn't have a DHCP server. But I'm probably over talking stuff here, confusing you, but that's pretty much how you set up a static IP address so that it won't change. So I like to put a bit of theory, I guess, in my videos so you actually understand what you're doing and why it works, which I guess might help. I don't know, but anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video helped. If you did enjoy it and you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button down below. If you got any comments or questions about anything I've said about in this video, just drop a comment below. Subscribe, sorry, first, and then drop a comment below, and then I'll try my best to answer it. And if you did enjoy it, again, give it a thumbs up or a like, and that'd be brilliant. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.